welcome back for week 2 of the XFFL. And this is the Commissioner, and I'm here to talk about the highs and lows for week 2. So before we get into our league, let's talk about the NFL. What's big and what's happening in the NFL right now? Well, you got 2 major players that are down and out. You got Big Ben out of Pittsburgh, who is done for the season. He got a little boo-boo on his elbow, so he is out. And then you also have Drew Brees, who has got a thumb issue, so he's going to be out probably they're saying minimum of 6 to 8 weeks. So there's a lot of significance in those 2 guys not being on the field, because it impacts a lot of the fantasy players that we have on our teams, so such as Alvin Kamara. You've also got Juju Smith-Schuster, a number of players that are going to be impacted. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens, see if somebody steps up and fills their shoes. So with that said, let's go ahead and talk about our league. So we have the high score of the week this week, and no, it was not Dan. But what it did happen was the Kickers of Butte returned to their form from last year, putting up monster numbers. They went 169 against Miller's Maniacs, who was 158. So that was a real barn burner right there. There was a lot of scoring that was happening all over the place. So, it's just a really good game. But what happened was the MVP, Mr. Travis Kelce's quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, was the star for the Kickers of Butte. He was 30 of 44. For 443 yards, 4 touchdowns, and the recipient of 69 fantasy points, which is major. So Mahomes is still on fire, and as long as he keeps up that form, Kickers of Butte are going to be tough again this year, unfortunately, for the rest of us. So what you have going on the other side of things was we didn't have a barn burner, but we had a snooze fest. We had a situation where it seemed like nobody wanted to win. You had the Dirty Birds up against the Wolfpack. Now the Wolfpack is 2-0, so they've got a better start to their season than they usually have, which is good for them. Man, their lineup right now is looking like a MASH unit. But they managed to squeak one by here, and they beat Dirty Birds and Coach Tooks 70-98. Now, for Coach Tooks, his MVP, which is not a very important player, was David Njoku. He left the game with a concussion, but he only had 1 target, didn't catch it, so he ended up with the big goose, the big goose egg right there. So hopefully, Njoku can get through the concussion protocols and get back on the field soon. We don't want to see anybody get hurt like that, but those things happen in football, right? So what happened also with this loss was Milt is now eliminated from the Eliminator. So now there's 10 of us left. 2 people are out. Evil Bastards and the Dirty Birds are gone. So you guys don't get that money. So you're going to have to try to get some high scores or something like that going throughout the year to get you a little bit of money. All right. So now that we got that business out of the way, talked about the scores, let's talk about the watch parties. If you guys haven't noticed, I posted it on the League Wave page and the Facebook page, and we have got 2 dates set. One is for September 29th at 1 p.m. at Skybox Sports Bar and Grill. We also have one set for November 17th at 1 p.m., and that is going to be at Fieldhouse Social. So please do your best to try to make those, because remember there are $5 in fantasy cash available for you for next year's draft. So get all over that, and we'll get down there. We'll have some fun, have a few drinks, eat some food, and have a good time like we usually do when we're together. Look forward to seeing everybody there, the ones that can be. And remember, you can call in if you can't make it. And if you can't make it, then get those $5 for the next year's draft. But as we've seen, that doesn't seem to affect you guys too much, but we still like to see you there. All right, I have one minor issue that's on my mind. This is a shout out to you, Coach Watson. Coming from the Commissioner, I might have to slap you with a fine if you don't take care of that illegal uniform that you got going on there. I mean, you've got no league logo on the webpage for 2 straight weeks. I'd like to see that rectified. If you have any issues, you need some help, you can always ask me, or you can ask the co-commissioner, Tony Yon, and we'll get you set up, okay? All right, so that basically takes care of all the information around the news. Having a great time this year. Looking forward to what's to come for all of us this year. Hopefully, we'll get us a real barn burner in the end, and we'll see us maybe even a different champion this year. Hey, maybe it'll be Miller. Well, we'll see. He is coming on pretty strong this year, right out of the gate, so he'll be somebody to look out for. All right, that's it for me. So until next time, I will see you around the league.